in Chinese medicine, so the worldview at the time, the main religion was ancestor worship. I think I talked about this in some of the classes, or one class, not the other. So if you've heard this, but so if they wanted something or needed something, they prayed to their ancestors to intercede on the gods for their behalf. So they didn't really dissect bodies. I mean, if you think about it, if you believe in that strength of the spirit world, you don't really want to cut up body because that person's ghost might make trouble for your family. So the medicine developed completely differently than Western medicine did, where they were dissecting. I'm sure if somebody got hit by an ox cart, they took the opportunity to look around, but it's amazing how accurate their picture of the internal body was for without looking. So Chinese medicine never separated the mind and body and spirit. The person, they didn't go smaller and smaller and smaller. Medicine, modern Chinese medicine is going through right now is trying to keep up with the Western medicine and be like the Western medicine, and it's losing some of its roots in the traditional written and oral history.
What are your beliefs of, or acupuncture, Chinese medicine, beliefs of disease causation?
You have the external causes of disease. You have wind, cold, and heat. Do you all remember that vaguely?
Mm-hmm.
So wind comes into the body and it carries like cold, and you have wind cold, and that's like the common cold. Stuffy nose, sore throat. You don't feel well, you can go to school, you can go to work, you can function. Nobody wants to sit by you, but then you have wind heat, and that's usually when you're like in bed with a fever. Maybe burning sore throat, burning diarrhea, or that heat can get so extreme it becomes like fire, and that's like when it breaks out into sores like chickenpox or measles or smallpox or Ebola. Those are like fire. So they're external causes, internal causes with imbalances in yin and yang and the 5 elements. Overwork, having too many children, too much sex, all those can weaken the body. Diet, too much hot and spicy foods, too much alcohol, too much greasy.
How is anatomy and physiology viewed?
It's a physical medicine, thankfully. The body is the body. There's no, I guess there is some symbology. The heart is like the emperor, the ruler of the body. The kidneys are like the judge. But they're still like just they still believe it's still the heart, it's the kidneys. It's just their function in the body is. So, but it's just physical. It's just a physical.
Where is your site of healing?
My office. It really can be anywhere. It can be a classroom. It can be a bus stop. It could be a hospital. It can be here. It really, all you need are the needles and people. So, but I try and keep this room comfortable. It's kind of warm and cozy. I'm thinking about painting it a different color, maybe pale, like a bluish gray or like a sage green. Kind of tired of peach. More than tired of peach. Let's see. There's no feng shui or anything to it. There's no. It's just arranged for my comfort and patient's comfort.
Okay. Is there any people present? What types of patients as well visit?
Generally, I'm the only person present other than the patient. Sometimes they bring somebody with them. So one thing I offer patients is they can always bring somebody to sit in the chair and recline, and they can get acupuncture too. I don't charge any extra for that. So okay. And types of patients, is that what you asked? Yeah. I don't really have. I have more women than men. Probably 85% women, 85-90% women. But men aren't very good about going and getting help. I have a lot of like chronic illness type, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, migraines. I have a couple of Lyme disease patients right now. with not the acute phase of Lyme disease, but the chronic. So, which is really a horrible thing. But, oddly enough, I don't really see any athletes.
And so how does the healing take place?
Well, first of all, there are tools. I have tools, different tools I use. And one of those tools is acupuncture needles. It's the main tool I use. The music is another tool. Things. So usually people come in. Somebody, you know, maybe not the first time, although the girl that was here when you all got here, you know, she was asleep within probably 3 minutes of the needles being in. So most people kind of fall into like a half awake, half asleep, kind of like almost like a trance state. I think that lulls your brain there.
How long does the treatment last, and is there any expectation that the patient should return?
Yes, the treatments. How long the treatment lasts really varies. You know, if somebody sprained their ankle 2 days ago and they're otherwise healthy and fit, and you know, maybe one treatment will take care of it. You know, if they're 70 years old and they've had back pain for 50 years, one treatment's, you know, it's. I was at a party with my mom. This old Chinese lady came up to me, touched my head, and then went and told my mom that I was a healer and that I was on the wrong path. And it resonated with me. It just like, oh, yeah, I know that.